Hi everyone, and welcome to our Houzz 101 webinar that is focusing on how to add the Houzz social media icon to your own website. I'm Olivia. We may have met at a couple of other Houzz events before or possibly on a webinar, so nice of you to join again this afternoon. If you do have any questions during this session at all, or you can't hear me, or the slides aren't advancing, or anything like that, please do let me know by asking a question. You should be able to see the questions tab just on your GoToWebinar control panel. That's where you can just pop in a question straight to me or to everyone in this session, and I can help you out. If I don't get around to answering your question, or if anything else comes up that you would like answered, don't worry at all, because I will be sending a follow-up email following this session so we can keep in touch and answer any further things that you wanted to answer. Also, the session will be recorded, so I can send you that link as well. So all of these slides will be available to you to kind of click through and read through at your own time as well. So today we'll be going through our buttons and badges. So basically today's objectives are to understand the 5 layers of Houzz. So I know a lot of you are very familiar with Houzz already, of course, but just to kind of reintroduce or refresh you on those 5 distinct layers of Houzz, just to give you a little bit more context. Then we'll go through an overview of all the available badges and buttons that we have on Houzz. I'll show you how a badge can actually improve your website and your directory ranking on Houzz. And then we'll go into some easy examples of how you can easily add a button, a badge, or a widget onto your own website. So Houzz is the world's largest online design database in the world for everything to do with home design and renovation. We're a really vibrant community, and basically for professionals like yourselves, it's a fantastic place to showcase your work, build your brand, get your work in front of new clients, so really reach a whole new world of clients, and then collaborate with your clients all in this one space. It's a really easy way for people like consumers, renovators, homeowners to find design inspiration, project advice, product information, and the professionals that they're looking for to really just make all of their home design ideas become a reality. A little bit about how we were founded. Houzz was founded in 2009 by Adi and Alon. So they're a husband and wife, and they were basically in the midst of a renovation for their own home, during which they really struggled to find all the information, inspiration, and professionals that they needed, and that really suited what it is they wanted. They really did yearn for this one-stop shop, so basically a place where they could find all of this information, but also a place where they could store it. So from that idea and that struggle, Houzz was born. And since then, it's evolved to basically explode globally and to have these really 5 distinct layers. So these 5 layers you'll see on the screen, and these are really important because they work together and are really tied together by very smart technology that just allows Houzz to be such an end-to-end solution for everything to do with the home design, renovation, and decoration space. I will just fly through those 5 layers now. So first we have our photo stream. So photos you'll see up the top right there. There are 14 million photos on Houzz, so you can really jump in and filter down by all of these other filters on the left-hand side. You can see by room type, by style, location, budget, size, color, all these different filters. Any photo that you upload to Houzz on your own profile goes automatically into our photo section. But what you really want to make sure you're doing is serving your photos and just really doing them justice by filling out all of those back-end filters and categories and keywords to make sure your photos are being found in the right results by the right people. So if you're not sure how to add all these filters and categories, or you'd like to just get a second opinion and see if you have done it right, let me know just by shooting me an email or replying to the one that I will send you. after this, because we do have a team that can take you through that back end work and just show you what is working or what perhaps isn't working for your own photos. Our next layer is find professionals. So that is our directory basically. So as a professional on Houzz, you are listed in here, and then people can search by category and by location to find the professionals that they need. All of your activity that you're doing on your profile, like uploading photos and adding keywords, like getting reviews, filling out all your directory information, and adding a badge and other social media tools to your website. All of that activity is helping your ranking in this section. So the more activity you do, you'll really see an increase in your ranking over here. And then if you do want even more enhanced directory placement, I will talk a little bit later about Pro Plus, which is an exclusive marketing program that really allows you to target users in this section. The next one is products. So our product section is not an e-commerce section. You cannot just buy these products straight from Houzz, but what it allows you to do is really find and source, discover these amazing local and global products by just local designers and makers, retailers and brands. And you can click on any of these photos, check out that brand's profile, or just get in touch with them straight from that photo. So you can purchase as you would normally, just straight via that retailer or that person. The fourth layer is our editorial layer. So this is our stories section, and we have some fantastic content in here. You may be subscribed to our Houzz magazine that goes out twice a week. So you may see that in your inbox on Wednesdays and Sundays. And that has all of the latest stories, articles, Houzz tours, and trend reports from that week. All of the stories live in this section, so you can always find them in here. And you can see on the left-hand side, there's a lot of different categories. All of these stories are written by our in-house editorial team, as well as professional contributors. So if you're a professional who would like to be a bit more involved in this editorial section, be it by submitting a design project or an article, or if you just want to contribute and just get in touch with the editorial team, you can always do that as well. Our editorial team are always looking to engage with more of our professionals. And then the last layer is advice. So this is where all of our Houzz discussions live. And on the screen right now is just one example of a discussion that is in there. And this is an amazing place where you can just engage a little bit more in the community. So you can ask a question, answer a question, start a poll, vote on a poll, showcase a before and after project if you like, and really just engage with the community, which is not just homeowners and users, but also other professionals on the site. So for consumers, that's basically why they love Houzz, because each of those 5 layers are really apparent on every single photo on Houzz. It's such an integrated experience because I can look at this photo, obviously get inspired. I could see the products that they've used in this photo and click straight through to that specific product. I could read an article that this photo has been featured in. I could ask a question straight to this photo, and I can also get in touch with the designer or the professional behind this work straight from this photo. And for professionals like you, all of these layers are just another avenue for you to get more exposure and more visibility across the Houzz platform. And hopefully all of these 5 layers will just allow people and really drive people back to your profile page. And your profile should hopefully look something like this. This is a very nice example of one. I will just jump into now the steps to maximize your exposure. So specifically looking at Houzz buttons and badges, so those social media icons. So when we're looking at a Houzz profile, so first just focusing on the profile itself, there's a few things that I mentioned that really do increase the profile's visibility, so therefore increases your visibility across the whole platform. CamBuild here has a really great profile. You can see that they've filled out their information really well and quite detailed. A lot of projects with a lot of photos in them, and they're really beautifully photographed projects. They also have 7 reviews, which is a fantastic amount. Reviews are very important on Houzz. And they've also linked their website and their Facebook to their profile, which is really important. You can always see how strong your profile is and what kind of gaps you do need to fill by just logging in and looking on that right-hand side here where you can see your profile strength. So when you log into your profile, you can always see your profile strength widget here, which will slowly just tick along and show you which level you are at and give you some profile strength tips just underneath. So having a badge, so the Houzz social media icon on your website actually accounts for 15% of your profile completion, and it really does boost your exposure across all of Houzz. So it is really important. And also, if you've spent the time to create a Houzz profile and put in all this time to make it look great, you want to show it off. So make sure it is linked on your website or you're linking it on other platforms like your blog as well. So the Houzz badge and how it can improve your website and Houzz visibility. So you are on Houzz already, so you do understand the value of building your online presence. And if you maintain a blog or a website, placing this Houzz badge or icon on your website really provides visitors with just easy access to your full portfolio, recommendations, and even your additional involvement and engagement with the Houzz community. It's a really, really big brand builder, basically. And on top of that, adding a Houzz badge to a permanent spot on your homepage, your site footer, or your sidebar will really increase the ranking directly in our Houzz Find Professionals section that I just showed earlier. And we also know that updating a website can be quite daunting and it's a bit of a hefty undertaking. And sometimes it involves help of an outside web developer or web designer. But your Houzz profile is easy. So it is really easy to keep up to date. So you can always showcase your latest projects and your latest reviews on your profile. So maintaining a Houzz badge on your website really just ensures that visitors are always having access to your latest and your best work. So Houzz provides a wide array of different badges and buttons and icons for you to use on your website or blog. So here's just a few examples of different badges and their uses on different professionals' websites. You can see that this one on Art of Kitchens, they've provided links to their other platforms as well as Houzz up the top right there. Oh, excuse my update that's happening. Just up the top right there. And by including these links on these various websites, the professional is basically giving visitors access to a wide array of information. So if you're a design or home tradesperson professional, a link to your profile is just basically essential in providing visitors just a more complete picture of your work. You can see that on this website, Jodie Cooper has the featured on Houzz badge, and that is a great way to mark the occasion on your site. So rather than just the Houzz logo or the logo plus the Houzz word, she's actually chosen the featured on Houzz one, which looks fantastic to be proud of. And I think that visitors to your website would really appreciate that, and they would like to see that you are recognized in this way. Another example there. And what I'm also showing is a difference between some people have used the grayscale icons that do match a lot of quite modern websites, but you can also use the Houzz green and black and white colors as well. And that last example then. So when it comes to actually finding the buttons and badges page and how we actually get started to apply this to your own website, so when you're on houzz.com.au, if you're on the home page, you can scroll down and you'll see the footer that appears down the bottom. You just need to click on the buttons page and that will give you straight access to all of our buttons and badges. Or if you're on your own profile or on any other page of the site, you just need, again, to go to the footer and then just go to buttons and badges that you can see is just under the Explore Houzz there. So this is where all of our buttons and badges options live on this page here. I've given the URL just up the top. And it's very easy. So basically what you need to do is just look at all of the different designs that we can see up the top here. And you can see that we can see quite a few different designs. So smaller, larger, longer. All of the ones you're seeing on the screen now are also available in the grayscale, which some of the previous professionals had used, which can look really, really nice on a website. So all you need to do is just click on the design that you like from above, and then a unique code will just be copied underneath here. So what this code is it's just picking up the design that you like, and it's going to link that design to your specific profile. So it won't just link straight to houzz.com.au, but we want a badge on your website to go straight to your profile. So you click on your design, you click on that code, and that's what you need to then apply in the back end of your website. So I will just show you how to apply this code, so this highlighted unique code, to a few various websites. And what I'm going to look at specifically is a Wix website, WordPress, and Squarespace. So I know that these are not the only website hosts. We obviously use a lot of different ones, but these three are quite popular, I found, with Houzz professionals. So, and these ones are also quite easy, and it's very familiar to do this on other website hosts as well. So it's quite a similar process no matter which host you are using. So I'll just go through a couple of examples now. So the first one we'll look at is Wix, and how you can add this Houzz badge or social media icon to a Wix website. So first you just need to log in to the back end of your website. So be that with an email and password, just so you're in the back end editing side of your website. And it may look differently dependent on your template or your design layout. And also, as I'm going through these, I know that Wix, WordPress, and Squarespace do get a lot of updated versions. So I do apologize if this is slightly out of sync with the update that you are using, but it is quite a similar format and process. So it should be easy enough to translate this to the newest version. So log in, and then all you need to do is find on the top left there the add button. So it just says add with a plus sign. That's where the arrow is pointing, and you just need to click on that button. And then once you've clicked on add, you just need to scroll to the bottom to look at more. So you'll see, if you can see my mouse just here, that more is just right down the bottom there. Once you've clicked on more, you just need to click on this HTML code. And it's very helpful that it's in green, so you can remember the HTML code is green, Houzz colors are green, and that should be a nice little reminder. So just click on the HTML code button, and then that will open up this little HTML settings. All you need to do is copy and paste that code from our buttons and badges page that I had just showed, and paste it into here. So once you just paste it in there, it will look something like this on the right hand side. And you just click on update, and your badge will straight away appear. So your badge will just be kind of floating in space in your website. So all you need to do is just drag it into whichever preferred space you would like it. So most people would just put it in the footer of their website, excuse me, or in the header of their website. So top or bottom, some people would put it in the middle if you like, but whatever design you're working on, I'm sure it will be fine. So just drag it into the preferred area, and then you're done. So it's quite an easy process on a Wix website. The next example is on a WordPress website. So same thing, just log into the WordPress website via your own email and password. Then you need to just click on the button that on the left-hand side here, we're looking at the themes, and we just need to click on Customize. So once you've clicked on Customize, you'll see all of these different options, and we're looking for widgets. So we click on the Widgets button, and it opens up to this. So we just want to add a widget. So click on the Add a Widget button, and then a little text box will pop up. So when you are seeing this text box pop up, all you need to do is copy and paste that same HTML code from the buttons and badges page on Houzz. Just paste it in here. That will look like this, so quite similar. You just paste it in there, you click on Save and Publish, and then that is done. I've also just included a note to always just test that it is working. So once you've done Save and Publish and you can see your Houzz badge sitting on your website, do make sure that you click on the badge to make sure it is linking directly to your profile, which I'm sure it should if you've just copied and pasted the exact code. And the third example is on a Squarespace website. So log into the backend again. And then you just want to click on the Pages section. So you go to Pages, which is the first option, and then the next one is Home. So we want to just definitely paste this on the home page. And I really do suggest that you always put the badge on the home page. That tends to be consistent with what most professionals do. And it's just very easy visibility and access for anyone that is visiting your site. So they can land on your website and straight away they're able to open up all of your other social media platforms. So then what you want to do is just scroll down to an editable section of your homepage where you'd like the Houzz badge to be located. So if I wanted to put it just under this black line here, so where this black little circle or almost circle is, I would just click on that and then I click on edit. So this is the section that I would like to edit. And then when we hover over this box will appear that basically just shows all of the different content blocks that are available to put in. So if I wanted to put in where this black line is, I wanted to put in a map, I could select map or a calendar, a menu, all of these different options. But what we are looking for is the code. So that's just what I've highlighted here. So you click on code. And then again, all you need to do is copy and paste that HTML code from the buttons and badges page on Houzz. You just need to paste it in there and click on apply. So as soon as you do that and as soon as you click on apply, you'll see the Houzz badge again appear on your page. So now we can see that just above that line and that black dot that I pointed out, excuse me, you can see the featured on Houzz button is there. All you need to do from there is just click on save and that is done. If you do want to move that around, so you did want it maybe centered instead or positioned on the right hand side rather than the left, you can do so just by clicking onto the featured on Houzz button and then just moving that across. So I know it can be quite daunting as soon as you log into the back end of your website, particularly if you haven't really done it before or played around with any kind of HTML coding. So please just let us help you. So what we can do is book in a badge consultation to actually help you select the best badge for you and also apply it to your website. So my team here in Sydney can give you a call and they can actually walk you through this whole process for whichever website you do have and whichever host you have. And they can help you apply that during the call. They could even do it on your behalf. If you don't want to log in and you just want someone else to do it, they are more than happy to do that. It's a free consultation and the link that I've put on the screen, booknow.so/houzau, that is a link to our team's calendar. So you can just follow that link and then just book in your preferred time with someone from my team and they can give you a call then to help you out. I will just talk about some of the other badges that we do have available as well. So they include the Best of Houzz badge, the Influencer Recommended, and Photo Saves. So, of course, one of the most sought after badges on Houzz is the Best of Houzz badge. So that's the awards. And they are available to professionals in the community that are basically determined best in their category. So it really is quite an honor, and we're gearing up now for the announcement of Best of Houzz 2018. So right now is a really fantastic time to make sure your profile is looking best, because voting will close for these awards around late December, and then the award winners are announced in early 2018. But for the badge, when you are awarded a Best of Houzz award in design or service, like Jodie Cooper has been here, you are then open to applying that badge to your website as well. We automatically will put the Best of Houzz badge on your profile, but you want it on your profile, but you also want it to be on your website, so you then have that option. If you did have any more questions about Best of Houzz, or you just want to learn more about how you can actually be in the draw and how you could potentially win an award, we are running a webinar at the start of November specifically on that. So it's all about Best of Houzz, which I can send you the invitation for just after this. Some of the other badges that we have, like you can see just down here, this professional has a 1K saves badge. So that means that their photos, or one specific photo of theirs, has been saved 1,000 times on Houzz. So it's been saved 1,000 times into users' idea books, which is really exciting. We have some other badges similar to that. So there's Best of Houzz Design and Service, but also we have a recommended badge, which is awarded to you if you receive at least 5 reviews to your profile with an average of 4 stars or higher. There's the photo saves, which do start at 5, so you don't need to have 1,000 saves before you get awarded a badge. Just 5 will give you a photo saves badge to start with, and then it goes up all the way to 1 million, which is quite amazing. The next one on the second line there is influencer, which is when you participate in at least 10 discussions, then you are awarded an influencer badge, which appears straight away on your profile. We also have a Star Houser badge, which is awarded to pros who post a review to another professional on Houzz. And then we have the 5-Star Houser, which is when you've posted 5 reviews to another professional on Houzz. And this is quite easy to achieve. I'm sure if you jump onto Houzz, you'll see other professionals that you've worked for or with or collaborated with. If you just review them, it's more than likely that they're going to review you back. So then you have both then been awarded a Star Houser badge. So you really helped each other out, which is very nice. If you receive any of these badges, it will automatically go onto your profile. You'll get an email to update you about that as well. But also, all of these badges would then be available to you in the regular buttons and badges page as well. So you'll be able to click on, say, that influencer one, and then include that on your website as well. And then lastly, a couple of other options that we have on Houzz, which not a lot of people know about, but they're really cool tools. So I'll just talk briefly about our widgets, buttons, and tabs that are available. So same page that we've been looking at all morning, so the buttons and badges page. There's some other options for slideshow widgets, review widgets, Facebook tab, and buttons. So if you click on any of those, I'll start from the top. So the first is Houzz Slideshows. So this is where you can showcase your projects, featured stories, or specific photos based on keywords or categories on your website. So if we just click on the Choose Your Slideshow button, you then have these 3 options. So these are 3 different slideshows that you could apply into your website. So on your website, you have a little slideshow that if anyone clicks on the photo or on your name or the link, that will just link them back to your Houzz profile as well. So you can see that the first option on the left is just your professional profile slideshow. So it's just a slideshow going through photos on your profile. The middle one is an image search. So this is good for professionals who don't have maybe a lot of completed projects or photos of your completed projects, and you'd like to just include a little slideshow of work that is a similar aesthetic to what you do or what you like. So you can kind of showcase that on your own website or maybe your blog to show this is what I like, this is how I work as well. You could also include a featured stories slideshow, which will display the latest stories from Houzz. If you click on any of those three, you'll then just be shown this little window that will just show you how to customize it. And it's very easy. So all we're doing on this page is just choosing how big you want the widget to be. You want it to be quite a small tile on your website or quite a large one. This is where you can select that. And then you just embed that on your website, the exact same as you would a regular badge that we just went through. The next option is Houzz Reviews. So you can get a review widget on your website that will just kind of show people your best or your latest reviews that are on your Houzz profile. It's really fantastic because we know that reviews are the number one thing that visitors to a Houzz profile and a website look for. They really do value good reviews and recommendations, and they're really important to just kind of showcase to the full community on Houzz. So on your website widget, you could select the most recent highly rated reviews to include in your widget here, or you could select which ones. So if you have a favorite or you have top 3 favorite ones, you can select those 3 to then appear in this widget, and you can apply that to your website. The same thing, this is where your code is, and you would just copy and paste that code like you would normally do for the little social media icon. And then we have a Houzz Facebook page tab and also a Houzz button for your website. So the button is really cool because it allows your website visitors to add photos of products and spaces to idea books really, really easily. So you can add this to your own website, particularly if you are a brand, a retailer, someone that works with products or homewares maybe. This is a fantastic feature for you to add to your website. So people could click on that lounge photo on your website, click on the save button, and that would save directly into their idea book, and it would always credit you as well. So it always has your business name attached to that photo. The Houzz Facebook page tab is cool because it basically will create a mini Houzz profile onto your Facebook business page, which is really nice. So to get your Facebook tab, you just click on that green button. And this is an example. So all the button will do is basically link up your Facebook business profile with your Houzz profile. So you just need to log into your Facebook, and then these will connect. And we can see in this example that we can see the Houzz heading on the left-hand side here. And then up the top is where you can see projects, idea books, discussions, and reviews. And people can click through and read the comments that you've posted, read the most recent reviews, check out your idea books, and check out your projects. If they click into any of these photos, they will be prompted back to Houzz. So your photos are always protected. So people can't just then right-click and save your photos or drag them onto their desktop or anything like that. They are all still protected within Houzz. This is just another example, Martha O'Hara Interiors, and how she has used the Houzz tab. So you can see that it just sits next to her Photos tab on her Facebook. And again, it's just like a mini profile that sits right there. It's a really cool thing. It's very easy to link up as well. And then lastly, I mentioned earlier our Pro Plus exclusive marketing program, but I did want to let you know that because you attended this webinar today, you are actually open to a discount for the program, which is really great. It's a fantastic opportunity because it's a very exclusive program that is not open to all professionals and is not a fit for all professionals either. So it's quite a fantastic opportunity to be able to have a discount for this. The program is fantastic as it allows you to get not only enhanced exposure across the whole platform, but really targeted visibility and exposure in areas that you want in front of users that are in those areas. So we can really push your photos and your work and your name in front of users that are in your area, your preferred area, looking for people like you and looking for work like yours. So there's a couple of different aspects to the program. All the programs are custom built, but just top line, we give you sponsored photos to really push your work in front of those users that are looking for you. You get enhanced directory placement and enhanced exposure on our mobile app as well. You get featured in our newsletter that gets pushed out twice a week on Wednesdays and Sundays. And again, you are featured to users in your local area. You get access to a lot of really deep analytics that are really interesting that look at profile clicks, profile impressions, and very detailed photo impressions as well. So the analytics are amazing that you get. And you get an account manager as well to help you manage your relationship with Pro Plus, with Houzz throughout the whole journey. And they can really unpack all of these analytics for you and can give you some fantastic advice on what is working and what does need to be improved on your profile to really ensure that the program is just working for you. So if you have any questions about this, please let me know and I can pass you along to the experts to have a chat with. But in the meantime, definitely book in a badge consultation via the link on the screen. That again is just the link straight to my team's calendars where you could book in a consultation so you can just get help in applying a badge onto your website. My email is also on the screen, but I'm sure you've received many an email from me before. But if you have any questions straight after this, which I didn't get around to answering, please just email me and I'm more than happy to answer as soon as possible. Thank you for joining today, and I hope you have a great afternoon. Thank you.